Alright, hello there folkses. This is Moltrop doing another dual commentary with Diggity. This is the second game of the set between, as you can see there, Bisu and Hwasin. And if you don't know what happened in the first game, then close your ears because I'm going to spoil it. And the first game, Hwasin basically out-macroed Bisu. And Bisu, I'm not sure exactly what was going on with him. He seemed to have the advantage for a long time, and then all of a sudden he seemed to have no forces. And Hwasin had a shit ton of tanks. And Hwasin walked all over him. So this match is going to be interesting. Bisu was I was favoring to win in the first match, so I'm expecting him to come back in this one and tie it up, go to a third game. But anything is possible here.
This is such an epic matchup. Hwasin wants this so badly. He's been wanting Bisu for the longest time, ever since he felt slighted in an earlier match. By the way, positions, we have Hwasin at that 3 o'clock position in yellow, 12 o'clock position. We have Bisu in pink. Not sure what's with guys in pink lately. This map is Python. Just is it random though? Is it?
Yes, it's random.
Anyway, yeah, starting at that 12 o'clock position, he's putting a pylon out. Looks like he might be going for an early secondary, or he might be putting a gateway down below. That's kind of that's an interesting maneuver. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's going to go for a gateway outside of his base. I'm not quite sure what the reasoning is behind that.
Well, he may be setting up his base for setting up a wall for his expansion in the future. I wanted to point out, though, that it is interesting that he is close to Hwasin's base there. One of the factors of Python is that you can get these positions that are so close, and that's going to be kind of bad for Hwasin in the long run, probably, because Bisu almost always ends up going for a Reaver drop build of some kind, and so if he does do that, he's going to be able to get his Reavers in Hwasin's base very, very quickly, very easily, and he won't have much chance of getting things out in time, I guess, because he won't have to fly very far to drop those Reavers, so that's going to play a factor, probably,
Fortunately,
I'm thinking.
Yeah. Fortunately for Hwasin, though, it looks like Bisu's doing a counterclockwise scout there, and he's going to come across his base last, and that might give Hwasin an opportunity to get an SCV on the ramp and deny the scout to Bisu. And really, I think that's one of the factors of competing against Bisu. You've got to deny information to him if you're going to do well in the long run, because Bisu just reacts to information so well. And a really early Zealot out. He's going straight. It looks like he's going to do some scouting. I don't know if... Wow, he needs to... Hwasin really needs to block his ramp quickly. He's gone quick tech. He's got that factory out. But very quickly, it looks like the Zealot's going to end up in Hwasin's base, and he's going to have to pull some SCVs off the line or something to fight it.
He's reaching out with going out with his SCV there. He's going to see the Zealot, so he's going to see that coming. And I don't think it's really that early. It was just kind of a standard build, but he does have that Marine there, so he'll probably be able to micro around and not have that Zealot do too much damage. Bisu at this point, though, if he'd build 2 gates, then Hwasin would be in trouble, is what I'm thinking. But in this case, he's only built the 1 gate. He's not going for a Zealot rush or anything like that. He's just kind of using his Zealot to harass there. Hwasin...
Yeah, no, he's bringing a second Zealot up. He needs to get that ramp blocked now. Otherwise, this could be very dangerous for Hwasin. And in the meantime, he's having to pull these SCVs off. This is giving Bisu an economical advantage early.
Like I said, well, he went for the assimilator though, so he wasn't. We haven't seen his base in a little while though, but you know, he wasn't going for lots of Zealots because he only got the assimilator. He didn't get a second gate. He is bringing his Zealots in, yes, but
he's just pushing more Zealots in.
This is how you know, we've seen other Protoss players, and other Protoss players aren't Bisu, of course, but other Protoss have lost because they've committed too much to this, like Stork, unfortunately. Have lost by just sending in random Zealots, and then they lose all their Zealots, and then in the meantime they don't really accomplish much. And he hasn't really accomplished much. He kills off a couple of Marines and a couple of SCVs, but
really though, I think
cybernetics core.
He accomplished more than I think you're giving him credit for. He had to pull a ton of SCVs off the line to defend, and still that ramp's not blocked. He only has 3 Marines out. Looks like he's upgrading. I'm not sure, maybe Siege Check or something. And you have a Dragoon coming out, and a Dragoon and 1 Zealot. They're going to easily be able to take out these 2 Marines. So Hwasin in a bit of trouble here. He still hasn't blocked that ramp, and it looks like that Dragoon's just going to camp out, wait for whatever unit's coming out to attack, and he's going to have to finally a tank out. But so he's gonna be able to defend here, but really Hwasin kind of in a panic, and I think that's going to put him behind.
I wouldn't say he's in a panic, honestly, because I mean, look, in the midst of getting attacked by Zealots, what does he do? Does he frantically make a vulture? No, he plants down a freaking machine shop because he knows that he's going to be able to micro off those Zealots, and he knows that there's not enough zealots going on, he probably got a scout in there and saw that he only had the one gateway. So, and he has been able to fight it off here. And now he's kind of counter pushing out there. So Bisu, it's gonna be interesting here to see if Bisu has got a second gateway, because Hwasin is probably going to start pushing out here pretty soon. Oh, maybe not, because he's got the command center. So I thought he was going to get more forces and try and push out. So it's interesting to see if Bisu is getting some tech now, or if he's getting more gateways to try and keep that push going there. That's what he's researching is those mines.
I think I would have preferred getting, I think I saw 2 gateways before going down for Bisu. I would have preferred actually another factory or 2, and looks like those Marines are going to get killed, and this is going to send Hwasin running back. He does get a mine off on that Dragoon, and that single mine might keep those guys in place. But wow, excellent micro by Bisu right there. He's just going to...
that mine hit him.
That mine hit him there, but I don't think it hit him before. Maybe it did, I don't know. Anyway, but I think there's 2 other gateways inside his base.
Are there gateways there? I didn't see them.
Yeah, see, there's another gateway right there. It looks like that's been spotted by Hwasin, and it looks like actually Bisu's going to go for his secondary as well. And I'm not sure what's upgrading there. Maybe siege tech. So the earlier upgrade was mines, and a second factory going down for Hwasin now. So this is going to balance it out.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to turn into a longer game now, because the initial harassment didn't pan out for either one of them. It looks like they're both getting their expansions there. Bisu almost certainly is getting a robotics facility right now. He usually does that anyways, but now that there's mines out, he's definitely going to be getting that at some point.
I was really impressed though. Hwasin, even though he had to pull a lot of those SCVs off the line, he's somewhat ahead economically now. He's got that expansion down a lot faster than Bisu, and going with an engineering bay now, probably to get turrets to kind of fend off that robotic facility drop that is probably coming, and maybe Dark Templar in the future.
Yeah, that's probably the case. Yeah, I mean, I gotta hand it to Hwasin. He did definitely a good job of fending that off, and